Hi, my name is Leonardo Perez, and in this video, I'm going to answer the questions to apply for the position of AI engineer. First question. Tell me about a recent AI or ML project you're working on it and how this project contribute to the overall goals or product of the organization. In my last experience, I was working as a data scientist for a startup called Mayaya. Mayaya, the mission is to lend money to people in need in Colombia. And Mayaya use an web and mobile applications to lend money. One of my projects in this company consisted of creating a machine learning system to understand if a potential new customer is going to return the money to my Yaya. And I was creating the machine learning system using Python and cloud services. And the big impact of this project was to increase the revenue because we can identify which customer is going to return or not return the money. Um, Next question. How would you identify AI use cases in B2B services companies? Um, in any company, you find a business goal and business strategies. And in this business goal, you can identify how to integrate technologies to achieve this business goal. For instance, if one of the business goals is to improve the customer experience, if you understand technology, you know that if we use AI solutions, AI technology to customer experience, for instance, integrating chatbots, you can achieve this business goal. And that's the way I propose B2B use cases. Understand the business goal, the business strategy, and then I connect business strategies with technology to provide impacting solutions. Next question. Can you share an example of when you had to demonstrate ROI or business impact from an AI solution? That's very hard to answer this question. And in my opinion, when I implement any AI or technology solutions, for me the most important if there are many customers that have adopted this new technology, is that the way I measure the impact, how this solution improve or has the potential to attract new customers and at the same time impact the business in the company. If there are high amount of customer using this technology, is the best way to define the impact or the attraction of this solution. In your view, next question, in your view, how could Gen AI create competitive advantage for a company? Good solution. Is these technologies, you can reduce time costs and also you can increase the revenue. For instance, is one of the target of the company is improve the customer experience. You know, okay, we can use chat box in the customer experience, and then you can reduce the time cost, reduce the times that people spend for customer experience, and at the same time you can observe, you can understand how this technology improve the revenue of the company. It's a thing that you have to connect in your mind technologies, business, money to understand how these solutions really impact any business, any company. Next question. How do you measure success of or define KPIs for any AI project or any AI project. Okay, it's not easy to define KPIs. For me, as I mentioned, if any AI solution has many customers using this solution, that's the best KPI we can observe. Also, we can mention, okay, this solution reduce time, costly, reduce some expenses of the company. So we can measure that kind of KPIs. But the most important thing is that people or your customer use this solution. If there are a high amount of customers using this solution, is one of the crucial KPIs for the company. Next question. Tell me about a time you worked closely with cross-functional teams to implement any AI solutions. Um, when I work in technology teams, um, the idea is first to create a roadmap. So in my way, I have some meetings with my supervisor, my director. He provide me some direction. What is the new innovation that we are going to implement in the company? And then I create a roadmap based on this information. And in this roadmap, I build this roadmap with my director and at the same time with the stakeholders. Also, my team is involved to create this roadmap. And when I have this roadmap very clearly, very easy to understand, then I present this roadmap to my team and I try to uh, communicate what is the direction that we have to take for this roadmap. If for instance, we have to improve the customer experience because we have some time delaying, we have some issues in customer experience. So I communicate, okay, we have this problem. We have this problem, and with the director and the stakeholder, we consider that if we use that kind of solution, we have to focus the solution to minimize this problem. And in this roadmap, I present to my teams, and then I try to organize the work to develop these new innovations using the Scrum system, or Scrum methodology. We organize some user stories. We share this user story to the team. So after that, we make the technical things to divide tasks and to start creating these activities. Next, how do you explain complex AI concepts? Good question. And when I have to explain complex AI concepts, I don't like to involve or to explain the mathematic things or the code that we use to create this thing. No, no. I normally use some graphs. I put some blocks, and I explain what is the function of any blocks, and then I connect the blocks and I explain the whole systems, and then I try to explain why this whole system is going to bring us a very high impact of any in the business of the company. If we have to solve a problem in the customer experience, so I put the blocks, I connect the system of the blocks, and then I try to mention and to focus. Okay, this solution have to is the direction of this solution is to minimize this problem. So I try to focus these things that, and the idea is to communicate, okay, it's not really complex, the AI. The complex is try to connect the system and try to connect that this system can solve the problem that we have in this moment. Next question. Can you share an example how you have given or received feedback in a team to improve any AI's product? Um, Many times we receive feedback from stakeholders, from director, from even your teamwork. And one of my feedback I have received is, okay, Leonardo, you have a really good machine learning system, but with some specific customer, it doesn't work very well. When I was working for my yaya, I was building the machine learning to estimate willing to pay from customers. And at some point, this model didn't work well for some specific customers. And when we have some meetings with my supervisors and manager, they identify what kind of customer uh, there are some fails based on different based on a specific kind of customers, and at that moment I received positively this feedback, and I understand, okay, we have to inject some elements in the model to refine it, to improve the response of the model. So I received positively all the feedback, and that bring me challenge, that bring me um, energy to try to find how we can build in a proper way this model. Next question. When collaborating with data engineers, how do you ensure alignment on data requirements and data governance? That's a very hard question. I prefer to skip this question, please. Next question. Gen AI and LLMs are evolving rapidly. How do you stay updated on new developments? Um, I like the online courses. I have my Udemy account, and when I see new technologies, new elements, I take an online course and I try to understand the basis of this new technology. I understand and I know that with AI and with data systems, every day you are going to see new technologies, new elements, new tools, and you have to be rapid learning. Your mind, you have to be quickly, you have to have very high skills to understand rapid technologies, and also you have to read a lot, you have to learn a lot. So it's very good to capture uh, online courses to understand rapidly what is the new things that is coming. And also I sometimes I like reading scientific papers. I have a PhD, so I like reading new papers about new technologies, new elements, and that also helped me to figure out how we can propose new ideas, new attractive and impacting ideas using new technology. So in my way, I like reading and taking online courses sometimes. Um, Next question. Which AI or ML skills are you currently focused or on improving? Um, I think in my case, I am focused on creating AI solutions using Python and Azure cloud services. If a company asks me, Leonardo, you have experience on Amazon AI solutions or Google AI solution, I will answer no. Um, and that is a weakness I have. So I need to understand, my mind has to be multi-cloud, understand AI solutions for Amazon Web Services, to also Google, maybe Alibaba. So I need to have a multi-cloud mind to understand the advantage and the good things that we can capture from different cloud. That's a weakness I have, and I am taking some courses to understand these things, these technologies for different cloud provider. Um, Tell me about a recent AI ML breakthrough or paper that catch my attention. Um, 3 years ago, more or less, I was working for a hospital in Colombia, and we were working on creating a medical device that is connected with some data system and artificial intelligence to provide some insights to the physicians in this hospital. Um, and I was reading many papers about how to extract insights from patients that stay at home and they have some failures, some healthy failures. Normally, they are patients that has heart failure problems. Um, One of the papers I was reading at that moment was one of that explaining that we can explore in deep some records from the patient that has heart failure, and in this record you can identify some patterns that can predict if any person is next to have a heart attack. So if you explore the data from of the records of these heart failure patients, you can find some specific pattern, and in this pattern you can prevent if this person is gonna have an attack in some days or maybe in some weeks. So it was really impacting for me because I didn't know that you can prevent or maybe you can identify some very serious problem with this kind of patient. This paper really impact me because with technology you can avoid some difficult situation for this kind of patients. Next, when faced with a new tool or technology, how do you go about evaluating its usefulness? Wow, good question. It's not easy to identify. Okay, this new tool or technology is going to be useful. The way I do is I understand this new technology. I take any course, online course, to understand the basis of this technology, and then if the company has a business goal, I understand this business goal, and if I see this new technology can bring a value, a solution, impacting solution to this business goal, okay, I understand this technology is very important, it's very useful. If not, for me, it's okay. It's not useful. Next, and I try to find any other solution. That's the way I do. I connect business goal with new technologies, and in this way, I can um, know if this new technology is very impacting in the company. Next, um, in your opinion, what are some ethical considerations that should be taken into account when building AI models? No, I prefer to skip this question. Next question. AI can sometimes be blazed or have unintended consequences. Have you encountered any situation? No, skip this question. The question about understanding AI impact on ethics, I prefer to skip. I'm not expert on ethics on AI. Next question. Walk me through how you would build or fine-tune an LLM's model for a specific business case. Now, this very technical question, I prefer to have um, uh, face-to-face interview to answer this question. Mm, yeah, how to evaluate the performance of ML projects? What is the experience? Maybe I'm going to answer some question of this. Maybe what is my experience with working with very large data set of for an AI project? When you work with very large data sets, um, first of all, you need to evaluate the quality of the data, and it takes time to see what is if there are some errors, there are some difficulties in this data, and it takes time. And next is also very important, the distribution, statistic distribution of this data, because many people consider that okay, you have a huge amount of data, so you are going to train any AI model, and because you have a very high data, your model is gonna be trained perfectly, and it's not true. You need to understand the statistics thing, the distribution of the data. I like also exploring all these things when you have huge amounts of data, to know okay, this amount of data is able, or we can train this model in a perfect way based on the distribution of the data. Kind of thing. You have to check the statistic things of this large data set of data. The data set, sorry. Um, yeah. I think there are more questions here. It's a huge survey, actually. But for me, I have good experience on AI projects. I'm not an expert. I have a good experience also, and I understand the data engineering, how to make the transformations, how to put the correct model to a specific project. Maybe you need to use supervised models or unsupervised model. So if you understand these things, you understand the data, the exploring the data, what is the best way to explore data, to see the distribution of the data, to find any error, to check the quality of the data, and also after training the AI, how to test the AI to estimate, okay, this model was really well entrained or not. That kind of thing I understand. I have been working on that. Okay, that's my experience. Maybe to answer the whole question is a bit hard, and yeah, you just, if you consider to have a call with me to ask me about more details about gene AI or some element of artificial intelligence, you can call me over the week. Okay, thank you.